time flies. Waiting. My time. But you're high school and you're the fastest man in the world. Shit. Damn, and you're in high school? Jeez, then it could be a problem. Yeah. That one.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
Where are you playing right now?
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Right before I leave, I stay like I'm Dino.
No, he's not getting those.
Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold.
What?
I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
It costs a lot to my teman.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle
I keep forgetting
between the
this nigga
Buffalo
takes
Bills
back
and the
my
Miami
face.
Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side on the swing pass. Finding room inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Get ready. Get ready.
From the 41, Jackson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December. We're only in November. They would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them up.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Yo, bro, why do you get so many picks?
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
These niggas are running their routes like bitches.
And now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point
and why
forward.
are you throwing
He's got to still make the right
fun
reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Alert 3. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On third down, Jackson. This complete to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
I would.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Bills.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow.
On first down, it's Gurley. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Flash
and
is
that'll
what,
be
bro?
incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Defense. Hey, who we got?
Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun.
Bro, why
and
can't you guys block,
has yet
bro?
to get on track in this
One
first
time.
half as they're going to stop
One
him behind
time.
the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
My pet, what was that?
Now it's Barkley. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
Wow.
As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Check 50, check 50.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check it back, check it back.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Flush to his right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there. They'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's been a long day for you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll find Lindsey here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the
wow,
football.
big fat ass
Like this, when the
nigga.
ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. Go. No. Slam. Check nine.
Jackson going to throw again.
Yeah.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Guys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something that
That's
feels
crazy.
somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a
I
big
hate my
play.
center.
That's
That
what
nigga's
you
a
usually
whole
run in this
savage.
situation.
Or go four verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Watch twist.
Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Bro.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson.
Wow.
Able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Bro, why did my nigga jump?
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Check. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
54. Check. Watch 54.
Now Jackson operating from the gun.
Looks to throw,
fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley evades the tackler, and now some space. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes looking deep for his tight end.
Bro, why is that a pick? Why isn't that just like a knockdown? It has to be a fucking pick, bro. On the tight end over a little ass nigga like that, bro. Like, that's insane.
Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
Has to go
And the
to
best
the
part
fucking
is that they
extreme.
made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And his
Lawrence
pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator.
That is nuts. I don't care if you're Julio Jones, bro. You're not holding on to
coming
that
together
shit.
as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Yo, I'm tired of it. No.
First down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. And the gun they give to Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
Wow,
deep ball for
nice
Goodwin. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Woo.
They'll try to run with Lindsey.
Of course, I get.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Philip Lindsey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, Speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Don't get nervous.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's caught. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Oh my.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, if I have audio this time, that sounds crazy.
At the 28-yard line.
So I think I fixed my shit so we can have audio like during the stream.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues.
Don't
He's going nowhere
start the
again.
bullshit, okay?
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Fuck, man. Don't do this to me. If I lose this game, selling my PS4.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Barkley. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a
I'm guessing
smooth
you'd say this is kind of the
touchdown,
key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Yo, that's a...
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one, despite the heavy workload.
While he's on his butt,
well conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Fuck kind of defense.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A rare miss misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now it's Jackson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Don't
Miami touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and run with Ingram. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
Why?
I think
What
this
the
defense
fuck is
knew
wrong
what was
with you
coming
guys?
as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And this is actually a big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Nigga.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Touchdown?
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yo. They slayed me.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
0-0.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Why is this name getting posted on?
Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
3 receptions for 123 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
This is Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It's like they let it go
Dolphins
right
going to take their second timeout. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Lynch.
Go.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
GG's.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Couldn't even scramble.
I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, Saquon only had 2 touchdowns, but yeah, 262. The season DK had, bro, Hopkins at 123 yards on 2. Yeah, your season game was nice. Tyreek has 0 yards. That's what you did last time?
Yeah.
Yo. It's the 11 head vibes.
Yeah, I just ran a check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Feel like ginger from casino. Aces up my sleeve. Right before I leave, I said
Always nice.
think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Put a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat me so good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Nah, he's
I just ran a check up on
Sonai
myself.
told me that, Sonai told me.
Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the I just ran a checkup on myself.
Why the fuck didn't
Some
they?
days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I keep all else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm
Play the fucking Bronx. I'm about to play the moment to this shit. I'm gonna get clapped.
I'ma get it by myself, yeah.